Good afternoon, and today we're going to have a little walk and tell you about Hanover Street. So let's begin. As we take a walk from the top of the hill down Hanover Street, it was named in honour of the royal family, in particular George I, who was the first Hanover king. And in 1833 this street didn't exist. I'll find a picture on a map, I'll show you, but as you can see on the map, you've got Clavering Place, Hanover Square, Orchard Street, 4th Street, South Street, but there's no Hanover Street. This is from 1833, this map. From 1841, 1844, the street was built so it could accommodate bonded warehouses for more stores. And the bonded warehouses went, and they were numbered 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. There was no middle numbers, it was just them. And they were built down here to house goods like alcoholic spirits and tobacco that required excise duty for the export and imports. And as we get to here, just on the left here, was where the stairs went down to the close. Not there now. And just up there is where White Friars Tower used to be, part of the town wall, which used to basically cross virtually where we are. The warehouses were abandoned in the early 1970s, and in the 1980s 10 to 30 were demolished. And if you see, Hanover Street is probably the longest cobbled street left in Newcastle, and I'm walking on at the minute is granite forks, which are tramways that were put in to make it easier for the horse-drawn carts to get up the hill. A lot of cobbled streets in the day would have had the same sort of feature, especially hill ones. And this building here is Warehouse 40, and it's the only one that is left. It's the last one. In the early 1990s, number 50 succumbed to a fire that was too damaging, so that also had to be demolished. And this is Hanover Stairs, which leads down to the close. As you can see, it's quite an entrance to the stairway. Nowadays, it's apartments. Like I say, in the 1830s this didn't exist. It was built primarily for the warehouses. It goes down from the Clavering Place down onto the Quayside. As you see, it comes out there to close. And these are Hanover Mill apartments. you're wondering where Hanover Street is, basically it's the end of the close and the bottom of Fourth Banks is just round about there, the start, and it goes up, comes out pretty close to 4th Street, which is just behind the central station. You gotta think back in the early 1800s, you had like, was it South Street and Orchard Street that used to run down here in a straight line. I never went right down to the Quayside, but certainly come down here and they were cut off. And these are the steps that go from the tower across and down to the close. Keep saying the close, but it's actually close. But you've got to add in the when you're saying the sentence. And this comes out roughly where the White Tower is, or was. Might as well walk past one of the better sections of the town wall. If you like this sort of video, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, hit that notification bell for future videos of the history of the town or other videos that I do, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.